Olaf was actually taking a sauna, and his body completely melted into water. The owner poured him outside the door. He instantly turned into ice. The reindeer gently nudged the ice, and it shattered. After the sauna, Olaf felt completely relaxed. Later, the owner gifted him a sauna room. Olaf then asked the owner for a towel. The owner had no choice but to toss the towel right onto Olaf's face. All these things Olaf was asking for were actually for Elsa and Anna. It turned out the two sisters, to celebrate the Ice and Snow Festival, had prepared various surprise parties for the townspeople. Right after they rang the bell to signal the festival celebration, all the townspeople turned and left. Anna hurriedly ran to ask why, but everyone said they were going home to celebrate their own family traditions with their relatives. But Elsa and Anna hadn't spent the holiday together for 15 years, so they had no idea what their own family tradition even was. Elsa felt it was all her fault. She hid in her room, wallowing in guilt alone. Seeing her sister like this, Anna felt very upset too. Olaf, who was nearby, saw this and had a sudden idea. He found the reindeer, Sven, preparing to search for the best tradition for the sisters together. When they went to town looking for traditions, they discovered that every family's tradition was different. Some families made candy canes, some families gathered to drink beer, some families meticulously decorated their houses, some even made clothes for every single cat. There were all sorts, every kind imaginable, but they all had one thing in common. They all gathered together with their families. Olaf was thrilled, looking at the cart full of traditions they had collected. He waved his towel and sang a song, but he accidentally opened the sauna door. A piece of charcoal suddenly popped out, landing on Olaf's hand. Startled, Olaf quickly shook the charcoal off, and it hit a little squirrel directly. The bouncing charcoal landed back on the sled. The straw pony on the sled instantly caught fire. Olaf, up front, completely unaware, kept on dancing. An axe, loosened by Olaf's vibrations, cut through one of the sled supports. The sled started to go off course. It ended up racing ahead of the reindeer, but because the rope was still tied to the reindeer, it was forced to be pulled backwards at high speed. The burning sled set nearby trees on fire, and they kept falling towards the reindeer. While being dragged, the reindeer also had to dodge the falling trees. Soon they slid to the edge of a cliff. Seeing this, the reindeer quickly ran in the opposite direction. Finally, the reindeer managed to break free from the sled, and Olaf was flung to the opposite side. Meanwhile, Elsa, having calmed her emotions, wanted to find her sister to apologize, but she discovered her sister wasn't in her room. Suddenly, she heard noise coming from the attic. Curious, Elsa climbed up to investigate and was shocked. It was Anna, searching for their family tradition, but she didn't find any tradition, only found her own childhood clothes. When she opened Elsa's chest, it was completely full of gloves. It was heartbreaking to see. Her childhood consisted solely of these many pairs of gloves. There was also a small cloth doll that could keep Elsa company as she grew up. Just as Elsa thought they had no tradition, she unexpectedly spotted a box beneath some wood. When Anna opened the box, they finally found a tradition of their own. Meanwhile, Olaf found one tradition that wasn't damaged, a baked cake that had frozen solid. He decided to take it back to the castle immediately. Soon, the reindeer heard wolf howls and Olaf's screams. Sensing Olaf was in danger, it immediately returned to the castle and found Kristoff to report. But because the reindeer couldn't talk, Kristoff didn't understand what it meant. The reindeer had to bring a carrot to gesture, but Kristoff thought the reindeer just wanted more carrots in the soup. With no other option, the reindeer started imitating Olaf's mannerisms, but Kristoff still didn't get it. Elsa and Anna happened to be passing by. Seeing the reindeer's performance, they immediately realized Olaf was in trouble. Olaf, at this moment, was being chased by a pack of wolves. He stubbornly refused to let go of the cake in his hands. He finally escaped the pursuit by scattering his body parts. But just as Olaf held up the cake to celebrate, an eagle directly swooped down and stole the cake away. Watching the eagle fly into the distance, he could only try to comfort himself. But this time, it didn't really work. The heartbroken Olaf felt too ashamed to return to the castle, so he just sat listlessly in the snow, waiting for the snowfall to bury him. Elsa, Anna, and the villagers searched together. Soon, the two sisters found a strange pile of snow under a large tree. They knew Olaf was inside, but they didn't expose him. They even deliberately asked the snow pile if it had seen Olaf. Just then, the reindeer arrived and directly pulled Olaf out. Olaf apologized to them apologetically. He hadn't managed to bring a tradition for the sisters. Then Anna took out the small wooden box, saying that this was their tradition. Inside were all things related to Olaf. It turned out that ever since they created Olaf, he had connected the two of them. Even when they couldn't see each other during the holidays, they had always been using Olaf to convey their missing for each other. So Olaf was Elsa and Anna's tradition. Elsa conjured a bow tie for Olaf. Everyone also shared their own traditions with Olaf once more. And so, everyone found Olaf, and the sisters found the tradition that belonged to them.